What's going on, y'all? Grind to Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. And today we got Travis Hunter, fiancé, in the crosshairs because she's addressing all the recent speculation and hoopla that's been going on the internet within the last few days and weeks. And we're going to see whether or not we find her explanation to be genuine and pretty real and understandable, or do we think that she on a bunch of bull, you know? And I chose this picture right here because I didn't think she looked too bad in the picture. But at the same time, it showed her thigh edge. You know, she got the thigh tattoo. She got the sleeve, the masculine woman sleeve, and a little bit of escrow on her stomach, it looked like. I don't know. But, yeah, I guess I'm being a propaganda kind of guy. We're going to see what she's saying right here, man. I'm going to give my opinions. Of course, I would love to hear yours down in the comments below. Let's go.
Okay, I'm going to be addressing all this stuff online, because I'm tired emotionally and mentally of seeing people try to make me out to be a person that I am not. But what's a testimony without a test of faith? So I'm going to start from the very beginning with this my type thing. I got permission from Travis to say these things because these are previously things I didn't want online. But I'm going to tell y'all the full story just so y'all know. So Travis, when he first ever DM'd me, when we first met, I said I left him in my DM for 2 months. And people said, oh, she left him in his DM until she figured out who he was. That is not true at all. The real reason Travis sat in my DM for 2 months is because he DM'd me when he had a girlfriend. And her name was in his bio, so I instantly knew he had a partner. So I exited the message, and he sat there until he was single. I don't do home wrecking. I'm not a side piece. I don't stand for any of those things. I support women, so I would never do that to another woman because I would never want it done to me. So I ignored him until he was single. That's the real reason he sat in my DM. Then the second thing, when I said he wasn't my type, I did not mean attractiveness. I don't have a physical type, period. No two men that I previously dated looked the same. My first one was a white cowboy. Second one was a Mexican soccer player. Then I dated a black man who was a SoundCloud rapper. And then Travis. So I have never dated the same type physically. I don't care about what people look like or what they can give me. I date people for who they are as a person, how they honor God, and how they treat the people around them. And Travis is all the above. So when I said he wasn't my type, I meant because he was younger than me. I had never dated no one younger than me, and he had cheated on his girlfriend. I don't know if your type is cheaters, but mine isn't. So no, he wasn't my type at first off of those two things.
I don't believe you. I don't really know how I feel about that one right there. I also don't like the way that she kind of threw Travis under the bus right there, talking about he a cheater and all that kind of stuff. You know, you kind of now deflecting that on him, or deflecting everything bad back on him in a way, trying to get it off of you. You know, this is about you. But, you know, if he is a cheater and you know, that's absolutely not your type, what suddenly changed? You know, that still is not really a good explanation to me. Also, you talking about he too young, and now you've decided to go ahead and take him on. That also doesn't make sense. Those are two things to me that are, I don't know, you could just finally, you know, suddenly decide to start dating people that are too young, but I don't really know about the cheater thing. You know, if you know somebody's willing to cheat, then I feel like that's a really untrustworthy person. You know, in all aspects of life, if they're willing to cheat on somebody who they feel is, you know, like their significant other, they're supposedly, quote unquote, love them so much, and they cheat on them, come on, man. But, you know, you still decide you're going to take him in. I don't really know if that's what it is. But at the same time, if you're not lying, you shouldn't have said any of that stuff. You should have just straight up been like, yeah, when he DM'd me, he was too young. So I felt like, you know, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to deal with somebody that was that young at the moment. You know, I'm out of high school. He's still in high school. And it would look funny to me or feel weird to me dealing with somebody that young. I can see you saying that, but you just coming out saying, he not my type. That looks bad on both of y'all. That makes him look like a stupid simp that is a glutton for punishment, and that makes you look like you think you're the it girl. So I don't know, y'all need to have a little bit of awareness, social awareness when it comes to the things that you say on the internet I think anything that you say on the internet that's, can have everybody speculating. Like if it's something that, like, maybe he be having somebody feeling like, oh yeah, he might be gay or he might be a cheater or he might have this or he might have do that. You need to not say it or, I don't know, figure out a better way to explain it where there is no type of speculation about it. Let's move on.
But that didn't discredit the fact that I was attracted to him. That's obviously why I gave him a chance. And then I learned he truly is a phenomenal and wonderful human being, and that's why we're together, and that's why we're still together to this day. So that's that. Okay, the next clip was at the game after they just won like their last game. People thought I was upset with him celebrating with cheerleaders. I don't know where that came from because he never celebrated with cheerleaders. So that I don't know where that started, but that's not what I said.
The best man in football, girl. Get him
I'm
some
so done with all of this.
What did I do?
I saw you talking to those bees over there. Why would you do that?
I was interacting with the fans.
I'm so done with all of this.
What did I do?
I saw you talking to those bees over there. Why would you do that?
I was interacting with the fans.
But what y'all didn't see before the clip, me and him were talking. We had already interacted. I had already said congratulations. I had already kissed him over the fence that we couldn't get through. So the real reason why I was mad is because the security, and you can ask any of the family members who was actually there, they didn't want no one to storm the field. So they had 1,000 security people holding everyone back. But the people in the field were like, let the family down. Like the family can come down. So everyone was going back and forth. I was arguing with the security guard because he wouldn't let no family through. But they let the cheerleaders on the opposing team get through the fences. So I was like, so when I finally got down to the field, that's why I told Travis, like, he had already seen it. I had already congratulated him. We had already spoke, got on the field. And then I was upset because I had just finished arguing with somebody. And then what y'all don't see after 5-second clip is right after that, I let it go. I was like, like, celebrate. We took pictures. We were with our families. And then we went to his meet and greet, had another wonderful event there.
So let's say we do go with your little story right there, that the security guard pissed you off to the point where you then came out to meet Travis. He's trying to hug up on you, kiss up on you. You pull away from him and start acting like a toddler, melting in his arms. You know how when babies start crying or women start, acting like babies or kids, they become formless like Bruce Lee. They become formless like the water. And then they basically just drop and like melt in your arm. You be trying to hug them or kiss them, whatever. They just be doing that. That's essentially what she did. So you're pretty much saying you're unstable to the point where you let some other little altercation or some little mess that happened with a security guard that's not even that big piss you off to the point where you're going to play your boyfriend on national TV, make him look silly? You're going to pull away from a kiss from him because of security guard? What? And then I don't know if you guys believe the lip singing or whatever like that. I don't know. It looked like it might have been accurate. It might not have been. Who knows? But I don't know. Like her timeline of events in this particular situation doesn't make sense. Girls be on that mental gymnastics like super hard. You'll see something and they'll make a totally different story out of it. Or you'll know something and they'll make a totally different meaning out of it. Even though you know exactly what happens when this happens. This equals this. 1 + 1 is 2 to you, but for her, 1 + 1 is now 3, But yeah, man, I don't know, man. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, you're still an unstable person if a security guard telling you can't come through the gate has made you that angry to the point where you want to pull away from your boyfriend that just won his game. That was the Heisman winning game where he showed up and showed out. And now he's trying to kiss up on you and hug up on you. You want to take it out on him. That makes no sense to me. But let's go.
Next clip, the Adidas pop-up shop this past weekend. People are saying that I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here? That's not what I said. First of all, I said, baby, do you want me to sit here or do you want me to go with the family or do you want me to come with you? Because what y'all don't know, again, off of a 7-second clip, is those weren't fans, by the way. He had already finished that part. He had finished meeting with the fans. I was there the entire time, taking pictures, talking to them, everything. The girls that were there, they were the Adidas, they worked for Adidas. So we were taking pictures for social post. That's who those people were. I wasn't annoyed with no fans at all. I'm never annoyed with fans. So that's what that was. And then Travis was getting ready to leave. He had to be at a rehearsal for the Heisman ceremony. They had to do walkthroughs and stuff like that. So I was asking him, I was like, do you want me just to sit here? Do you want me to go back to the hotel? Like, do you want me to wait for our family? Because his family was in there shopping. Because Adidas let them go pick out stuff in the store. It's like a 4-story Adidas. So they're all doing that. And I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, do I stay here? Do I come with you? Like, what? And he was like, you could do what you want. Like, you could sit there. You can go shop. You can come to the hotel. You can walk around. That's what he was saying to me. I don't know. Like I said, the things that I see people make up is truly crazy. Okay, now the last thing, this actual Heisman ceremony. This is making me so mad because anyone who knows me knows I support Travis in every win, everything he does, because I truly, truly love that man. He is perfect in my eyes. So, when his name was called, I instantly was gonna, if you watch the video, you can see me like, but his mom didn't get up. So I was like, oh, maybe I don't get up. Maybe I just sit here with her. So I sat there and then y'all said Coach Prime had to tell me to get up. No, he didn't. He said, go get him. Go get your man. Like, and once Travis stood up, but he didn't have to do that because I was going to do that anyways. As soon as I seen Travis get up, then I thought it was appropriate to stand up, greet him, congratulate him. But then there was a camera right in front of Coach Prime, and I knew they were going to film that moment, and because of how people are online, I was like, I don't want to be in that shot, so I'm going to sit down. So I try to sit down so I'm not in the camera while I'm crying. People are going to be like, oh, why is she crying? Like, you know, stuff like that. And so I got out of the camera purposefully so they can have their moment. That's all it was. No one told me to stand up. No one had to tell me to celebrate with him. I was just sitting there crying. I wanted to take it in myself too. I was super excited for him. But I wanted the moment to be about him and his family. And that's another thing. People are like, why did he sit next to her? Why was his mom? We had assigned seats. I didn't have a choice where I sat. They are obviously going to put someone and their partner together. So I had the seat right next to him because that was my assigned seats. I didn't have a choice. And then the hugging thing. Travis came and hugged me because he just went down the line. I was first in line, then his mom, then Coach Prime. He came straight to me first. I didn't tell him to do that. I didn't have to tell him to do anything. He's a grown man. He can do what he wants. But yeah, everyone is making this crazy narratives in their head. So I just wanted to clear it up. And that is the truth. That's what happens in all those videos. And I will not be addressing this again. I didn't want to address it, but here we are.
So what you guys think about that right there? Was she lying or was she telling the truth? Do you feel like it was genuine and sincere? Or do you feel like it was a bunch of hogwash acting chops being put on display for the moment? I'm not really sure I believe everything. The first few things about my type, that didn't really seem like it was true. It seemed like you were trying to just kind of save face. Also, the game thing, that doesn't seem true. Nothing about that seems right. Also, the fact that you're mad at a security guard if you are telling the truth and you're taking that on him is also stupid and silly. You need to get your anger problems checked. You're unstable. Then, secondly, you're talking about the pop-up shop. Yeah, that's, we'll let that fly. The Heisman seating thing, that was a little bit of mental gymnastics right there. Why wouldn't you just sit up for your man immediately, regardless of what the camera's saying? If anything, that would make us all be like, oh, yeah, you better support your man. You better support your man. And that would make us look at you in a better light. But I don't know what she was thinking. And as far as, them two, hope you guys have a good relationship. Travis seems like a great guy. And I hope he gets, a good, whatever he's looking for in this particular thing. And, if everything is not true that we've said about you and you actually are a solid woman, then we would like for you to have a great time with Travis and live happily ever after. But I'm not really caring about making this video as far as, just to nitpick at these guys the whole way through. It's really more so for, any young man or man that might be going through something and thinking about whether or not his girl's lying. You just need to be knowing that girls are great at playing mental gymnastics, and they could be sitting up crying, snotty nose and everything, and be straight up lying to you. So you need to be thinking about that. All right. Like I was talking to a girl the other day. She told me that a guy wasn't in her lineup because she had only slept with him once. And she was telling me that she was only counting the amount of guys she talked to by, or the I guess the time frame of which she talked to guys by college years, not calendar year. Well, I don't know. It was so stupid. But girls, they go by different metrics. It's weird. So, you know, you just have to think about all these things. If something doesn't sit right with you when a girl's telling you a story, then it's probably not right. And you need to just be a little bit more cautious about it before you end up having your feelings hurt. You never know. Or worse. But, yeah, man, that's it for the video. Do y'all believe the girl or not? How do you guys feel about this particular situation? If you watched up to this point, thanks for watching. Leave me a like, comment, subscribe, all that little good stuff. And I'll see y'all next time.